Relationship rituals are the pulse takers of our relationship. They either build safety and security or they create anxiety. And we can do a great job of these, or we can really screw these up. So let's talk about that in today's video. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and I help people create deep, meaningful relationships, one conversation at a time. So have you ever been so mad or so upset about something and it's time to go to bed and you're like, I'm not even going to say goodnight to anybody. I'm just going to go right to bed. Screw them all, right? I have been there for sure. And what I tell myself in the moment, and this is true, is that I'm so upset and I don't want to talk about it yet. I'm not ready to. So I don't even want to engage in a conversation. So I'm going to skip it. Or I say that I don't want to go kiss that person goodnight and just pretend like everything's okay when everything's not okay. These are my justifications about what's going on. But what I'm doing actually is weaponizing a ritual. So every day we have these little things that we do in our relationships that are rituals. They're rituals because they're repeated. We do them consistently every single day. They're reliable, right? People come to expect them. Even though you don't consciously expect them, you come to expect them to happen. You say goodnight every night. You kiss people goodbye when they leave. You ask someone how their day was when they walk in the door. These are things that you do with frequency 100% of the time. And they take the pulse of the relationship. As long as they're always happening, they kind of run in the background. Everybody just feels like, okay, it's the same here. It's familiar. It's expected. I can rely on this. These are the little touch points along the day that tell me my relationship is secure, my relationship is safe. But as soon as somebody leaves one out, omits one, skips one, it sends the opposite message. When you always rely on that person saying goodnight to you, when they don't, you think, oh, something is really wrong here. Something's going on. And it introduces anxiety, nervousness, worry, this feeling of unease because you dropped off a ritual. So what can we do about it? You're going to get mad. Things are going to be, they're going to happen. And I'm not even somebody who thinks you shouldn't go to bed mad. Sometimes you just need a break. You need to sleep on it. You need a little bit of space before you're ready to talk. There's nothing wrong with that. But I am going to advocate for maintaining the ritual. Because even if something's wrong and we're going to have to talk about it, that does not mean that this relationship is in the crapper. The relationship is fine. It's going to be okay. Even if it's a big thing, it's really important that you always maintain your rituals. So as much as you're not feeling like it and you want to justify it with maybe some of the justifications I gave as examples, you need to go in and do your rituals, because what they do is they create this security and they create the safety in the relationship that builds a foundation of trust and a willingness to talk about the hard stuff. We can't leave the people in our lives in a state of anxiety and then want to communicate about hard things. There has to be a reassurance that we're good, we're okay, everything is fine. We have to talk about this thing, but this does not mean that everything is terrible and this whole thing's falling apart. So as you go through your day, when you hit moments where you're like, I don't feel like doing that, please make sure that you follow through on your rituals with the people that you care about so that you create that connection. We all need to know that we are unconditionally loved, that we are loved no matter what. We're loved no matter what happens. We're loved, no matter what's going on. And all of these rituals emphasize that all day long. You're already doing them. Take a quick look just mentally right now at the things you know you do every single day. Don't skip those. Make sure you do those. And if you're right now in a relationship that has a lot of anxiety and it has a lot of worry and there's a lot of, just unsureness, then think about rituals and think about how you can either be way more consistent with them, where you do them every single day so that they create that sense of safety, or what can you introduce? What new ones can you start that will start to establish that? Because you're building a foundation of trust and you're going to be able to do anything. You're going to be able to dig deeper for intimacy. You're going to be able to communicate through conflict. And rituals are the most simple, quickest, easiest thing we can do every single day to emphasize our connection, to maintain our connection, and to keep building with someone else so that we can weather anything. So make sure that you think about rituals today. Very important to be consistent, have them in place. They are going to tell you a lot about your relationship since they're the pulse takers. Now, those are the things you do every single day. If you like some fun new ways to connect that are unique and are going to spice things up a little bit and make things more interesting, if you've fallen into a little bit of a rut, totally normal, that's okay. You can pick up Flirty Little Secrets for some new ideas so that you can start to throw some curveballs, some fun, playful, interesting curveballs into your relationship that continue to create a deeper connection. Alrighty, I'll see you next time.